Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be making mandazis, and these are an East African donut, and they're just had for breakfast, for tea, and they're really nice and sweet, to be honest. Um I started off by cleaning the surfaces because, well, I'm gonna be making it the dough way, not the batter way. So you need to have clean surfaces and clean hands. There's a number one hygiene tips to make sure that your mandazis come out very, very nice and, of course, healthy. Well, they're not going to be healthy because they're deep fried. So it consisted of 2 eggs, I think 2 cups of self-raising flour, and milk. You can have cinnamon if you like, and then sugar to your taste. I mean, you can add as much sugar as you like. If you like it sugary, you can add a lot of sugar, but for us, we just like it so that it's not too sugary. Yeah. It's really important to be clean with your hands because, to be honest, I'm doing dough, like I'm putting my hands in it, and if my hands are going to be dirty, that's disgusting. So please wash your hands. COVID-19 will not skip you, so please try skip it. Alright, cool. So let's talk about more of like where this Mandazi comes from. So I know that East Africa is very well known for their mandazis. So yeah, so I'm from Kenya, and we eat mandazis there. So yeah. Right, so I start by mixing my dry ingredients first. So that's the flour. I put the flour in a bowl first, and then I put sugar, and then I put baking powder, and then so the baking powder, how much did I put? I put like, it depends on how much you want to put, how much flour you want to put. I mean, the flour already has baking powder, so don't go crazy because you're going to taste a lot of baking powder. So just put like, I would say, 1.5 teaspoons, and mix it in well. Yeah, so that's the sugar I'm putting. Just like literally, I eyeball it, so I can't really tell you how much I put, but yeah. So you can see how much I put. Yeah, baking powder. Yeah, guys, it's really important not to put a lot of baking powder because, to be honest, you don't want it to be tasting like baking powder. It'll just ruin the whole taste. Trust me. So I forgot to tell you lot that actually it serves around 6 people or 7. Even 10, to be honest. Let's go with 10. It serves 10 people, and that's like a comfortable serving. Yeah, like, yeah. Okay, so now I've just about to crack some eggs. Sorry if you can hear the background, it's a bit too much. Dogs are barking everywhere. So yeah, crack 2 eggs into a bowl, and then whisk them until they what do you call it? Just whisk them thoroughly. Okay, so the reason why I whisk them in a bowl separately is because when I put them in the flour, there will be egg bits inside the flour. So I like to whisk them properly and thoroughly before I put them in the actual batter. Right, so when I add the eggs, I make a hole in the middle of the flour, in the middle of the flour mixture. So basically the eggs goes in the middle, and then you add milk, and you mix the eggs and milk together before you start adding flour, and you add the flour gradually. Don't just mix everything together, otherwise when you're getting the dough you'll think that it needs more milk when it doesn't need more milk, and that will lead to too much milk, or too much flour will make it too hard. So just try and get it in the right way. So what I mean is that if you add too much milk, it will become too sticky, and then you'll have to add more flour, and then that will make the dough really hard. But if you add less milk, then there will be too much flour, and then the dough will become really hard. So just try get it at in the right right in the middle. So now you've come to the point where it's just so thick you can't use the spoon anymore. So just carry on and knead it. If you need more milk, use milk. I personally use the water because I don't want to be going to the shop every single day. Like, I'm trying to cut down on how much I use. And I think, oh yeah, well, I don't really know if it's healthier, but yeah, I use water, more water. To be honest, what I did was no, I didn't. I was gonna say I left milk in there. I should have left milk in there halfway and then topped it up with water. But yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, so just carry on mixing it until it comes together, and then you'll have your dough. So here I add about 3 tablespoons of oil, and that's just so that it can make it softer and easier, so that I can have it stickier. When the more sticky it is, the softer it is. So the oil kind of helps it to stay less sticky, but to disguise the stickiness basically. So it disguises the stickiness, and then it's easier to knead, easier to work with, and yeah. So now the dough is ready, and you need to clear your surface so that you get ready for what do you call it? Rolling out the dough so that you can cut it into circles and then start frying them. So I use sunflower oil to fry them, and then yeah, always use sunflower oil because it doesn't have a taste. Like it's very neutral. Like I don't mind vegetable oil, but if I had to pick between vegetable oil and sunflower oil, I would choose sunflower oil. Okay, so here's when I roll it out, and then I start to use a cup, and then like, okay, you'll see. So the thickness needs to be like, ideally stack £2 coins on top of each other, and that's the thickness that the pastry should be at. Anyway, so roll it out into the thickness of a pound coin stacked on top of a pound coin, and then get the cup you want to use, and then push it onto the dough and get your mandazi. Okay, so don't mind the state of the cooker on the outside. The flour has just been put there because I was flouring the board that I put the cut mandazis already. And at the other side, it was my work table when I was rolling out the mandazis. Now, I deep fried these mandazis. So I didn't put that much oil. I didn't feel like I needed that much oil, but just in the right amount to deep fry them. So if you get a deep pot, you can get a wok, you can get just a deep pot, and then deep fry them. So let's talk about the heat. So before I put the mandazis in there, the oil needs to be really hot. The oil needs to be really, really hot. So be careful around the oil. There's a lot of oil in that pot, so be really careful. It will give you scars you cannot recover from. So when you're frying the mandazi, you want it to be on a medium heat. You want the pot to be on the highest fire though, but the biggest fire, but on medium heat. When the pot is not in use, please make sure that you do turn down the the heat. Okay, guys, so watch them swell as I put them in the pot. The heat is so hot that it's just sweat there. They're just swelling up, and this is really essential to have your fluffy mandazi in the inside and then the crunchy on the outside. And also, when I'm frying them, I like to throw oil on top of it because that makes it crunchy on the outside completely and then really soft on the inside. So make sure you do that as well. Um, this mandazi is not oily in the inside if you do it in this method. So that's why I really like to do it with the dough, because the dough doesn't help it get oily. That's really, 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 really nice. You lot don't understand how I was gassing when I saw that, yeah? Because you know when you get the one with no inside, that means you did it well. You did it really, really good. And there was no effort. So, you know, anyone can do this. You guys can do it. Please do it. Send me photos of how it came out. I really want to see how you guys do it. If you do it, I'm really, really interested to see it. One more thing. You know when you're frying them, fry them on the medium heat until they turn golden. Golden is the colour you want. That colour right there. That's the colour you want. So yeah, good. So now let's talk about what these are really good for. They're really good, so like, let's say you have a partner and they're from Kenya or East Africa and you want to surprise them. Tell them that you know how to make mandazis. You know, it'll be really, really good. And also it's a family snack. Like, it's just a really, really good thing in general. And yeah, there's so many ways to make it. I enjoy making it this way. It's really easy for me. It's effortless, honestly. I feel like anyone can do it, and that's the joy of it, you know. You don't really come out of your comfort zone to do it. I have one thing to confess, guys. I said I was going to put cinnamon, and I didn't put cinnamon at all. But if you put cinnamon, put 1 teaspoon and make sure you mix it into the dry ingredients, because you don't want it to be concentrated in one area if you mix it. I mean, you can mix it with the eggs before you put it in the flour, but my advice is to put it in the flour before you mix the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients.
Purchase your tracks today.
Shots bottle.
Oh yeah, we gotta have a little dance session. Go ahead, rub your belly, go ahead.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Manna from heaven. Okay. You need to come and try them for the camera.
For the camera, I don't want to look naked in the
No, you're not
camera.
naked. You just need your towel.
Hey, this is
No,
my
look
Leo.
there.
He's a really good
Oh my
cook.
gosh, man.
Can I have a taste now that you're involved
Come
in
to
the
the
video? Is that the video? Oh. Let's have a taste. I love videos. I'll just send it to you. No, I said I love the video. I love videos. Oh, the vlogs.
Okay guys, so thanks for watching. If you want to see more, you know where to find me. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.